DC plane crash likely combination of factors. Lucky there haven't been more air accidents. Attorney. 64 aboard American Airlines flight. 3 aboard Army Black Hawk helicopter feared dead, officials say. The fatal collision between an American Airlines passenger jet and a U.S. Army helicopter at Reagan International Airport on Wednesday night was likely a culmination of factors, according to aviation attorney Jim Brockle, who says we've been lucky there haven't been more air accidents. Brockle is a former Air Force navigator who now represents families of victims involved in aviation disasters, including the 2019 Boeing 737 MAX 8 crash that killed 157 persons in Ethiopia shortly after takeoff, and a 2014 Army Black Hawk helicopter crash that killed a soldier and seriously injured 2 others on board during a training flight at Hunter Army Airfield in Georgia. I hate to say this, but a lot of people in the aviation industry have predicted that there was going to be an accident, Brockle told Fox News Digital. No one wants to, say that out loud because obviously that's a horrific thing. But there's been a lot of near misses over the last several years. And we've been lucky that there haven't been more of these. The collision happened around 9 p.m. MEST when a PSA airline RJ700 regional jet collided in midair with a Sikorsky H-60 helicopter while on approach to runway 33 at Reagan National Airport, the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA said. The regional jet had departed from Wichita, Kansas. American Airlines said the jet was carrying 60 passengers and 4 crew members, while the military said 3 soldiers were on board the helicopter. Officials said later Thursday morning that no one is expected to have survived after a massive search and rescue operation in the frigid waters of the Potomac River in Arlington, Virginia. Brockle said there are several ways aircraft avoid mid-air collisions, especially at the busy Reagan National Airport, including transponders and traffic collision avoid systems that most commercial aircraft are equipped with, communication with air traffic control, and heat seeing and avoid. Pilots keep a lookout for other aircraft and obstacles. Brockle said that keeping a lookout for obstacles is harder than it looks. Having flown at night, having tried to look and see traffic, I think most people would say, oh, how hard is to miss an airliner, right? You should be able to see that. But it's a lot more difficult than people would expect, he said. At night in an urban environment like Washington, D.C., or Northern Virginia, pilots may not be able to see other aircraft and instead may rely on seeing anti-collision or landing lights, according to Brockle. But different ambient lights from tall buildings and towers that are lit may make it difficult to distinguish which lights belong to other aircraft. What I've heard from the audio is that they call it air traffic control. The helicopter said that he had the aircraft in sight, the attorney said. My guess is, and again, I'm just speculating, is they saw something that they thought was the airplane, whether it be a tower light, maybe it was another aircraft that was taking off. Whatever they thought they saw obviously wasn't the aircraft. Brockle said that typically, if 2 aircraft find themselves on the same path, the more maneuverable aircraft is supposed to try to move out of the slower aircraft's way. In this case, it's kind of a really unique situation, he said. Both of these aircraft appeared to be where they were supposed to be, or at least on the route. Maybe not necessarily the altitude. Citing the published routes for the 2 aircraft, Brockle said that even if both aircraft are exactly where they're supposed to be, there is only a couple of 100 feet separation. If you have any type of, altimeter error or a pilot just slightly off altitude, you very easily are putting airplanes in the same airspace, the attorney said. Reagan National Airport facilitates commercial, private, and military traffic all in a relatively condensed airspace. You're combining all these different aircraft, all different types of aircraft, all in a very confined space, he said, noting the swath of restricted airspace in the D.C. area due to national security concerns. And that's kind of what's unique, I think, about Reagan, is that it is so congested in such a confined space. The cause of the collision remained unknown hours after the accident. Hundreds of first responders conducted a massive search and rescue operation. The operation were recovered later Thursday morning.